Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland says it was right and necessary for Toronto Mayor John Tory to resign over an ethical violation, that being an extramarital affair with a subordinate in his office. Now, I happen to agree with her, but that raises the question of what does she think about the numerous ethical violations of her boss, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has been found to have twice violated the Federal Conflict of Interest Act. The first time when he accepted free family vacations from the Aga Khan while his government was considering donating millions of dollars of taxpayers' money to the Aga Khan's charitable foundation. The second time was when he inappropriately pressured the then Attorney General, Jody Wilson-Raybould, to drop a criminal charge against SNC-Lavalin, a powerful Quebec company in the home province of Justin Trudeau, in favor of a deferred prosecution agreement. And Trudeau narrowly escaped finding a third negative finding by the Ethics Commissioner in the We Charity affair. And the reason he escaped was that the Federal Ethics Commissioner said that the law was so poorly written that it contained no provisions for an apparent conflict of interest. Now, given Trudeau's record, it's not surprising that a lot of senior Liberals have had trouble complying with the Conflict of Interest Act. In fact, the current Ethics Commissioner, Mario Dion, who's about to retire, says things are so bad that he's recommending mandatory training in complying with the Conflict of Interest Act for senior Liberal politicians. Just this week, he found that Quebec Liberal MP Greg Fergus, who is Trudeau's parliamentary secretary, violated the act when he sent a letter to the CRTC supporting the application of a small Quebec television company for a mandatory carriage license. In December, he found that International Trade Minister Mary Ng violated the Conflict of Interest Act by awarding 2 government contracts to a friend. And the Commissioner, Mario Dion, said that was such a blatant example of conflict of interest that there was simply no excuse for it. But there's more. Former Trudeau Finance Minister Bill Morneau was found in 2021 to have violated 3 sections of the Conflict of Interest Act in the We Charity affair. In 2018, Trudeau's then Fisheries Minister Dominic LeBlanc was found to have violated the Conflict of Interest Act by awarding a lucrative fishing license to a company connected to his wife's cousin. And in 2020, the Ethics Commissioner instructed Chrystia Freeland herself and 8 other senior government and political officials to have no formal contacts with David McNaughton for a year. And the reason was that McNaughton, who was Trudeau's former ambassador to the United States and a Liberal advisor, had, in the findings of the Ethics Commissioner, improperly lobbied the Trudeau government after leaving office. So it's great that Chrystia Freeland is keeping a close eye on ethical issues in Toronto at City Hall. But now she might want to turn her attention to ethical violations in her own government on Parliament Hill in Ottawa. I'm Lorrie Goldstein of Sun Media. We're always interested in hearing your views, and please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and our YouTube channel.